Hello. As those of you who've been tuning into my videos before are aware, my name is Jon Sermon. I'm a church leader based in East Anglia in the UK. And since early in the pandemic, I've been choosing to record these messages and post them on YouTube as an encouragement to people. I hope you find them helpful. Don't worry if you don't. You don't need to listen again. But for those I'm seeking to offer some encouragement to you, whether in the UK or elsewhere, I want to comment today on the fact that this is my first recording since the start of the UK vaccine programme as one of our really hopeful signs that the end of the direct suffering from COVID-19 is just about within sight. I mean, we have to be realistic and honest. This is, if anything, perhaps the beginning of a stage towards the end. That there's a long way to go, and to have the whole community, indeed the whole world, largely vaccinated, will be necessary before there's any degree of returning to what we used to call normal. And even then, what is normal now might prove to be so different from what we thought was normal, but we don't know what to expect. But we do have a glimmer of hope. And in the weeks and months ahead, when we begin to be a little bit more flexible, when the time is right, in terms of where we can gather, how we can go about things, coming back to big-scale gatherings, worship in church included. When the time is right, we don't yet know, but that will be helpful to us. And as we come out of, or at least begin to come out of, the effect that this has had on us all, there will be lasting effects too. And there will also be a realization, I think, that this experience has literally shaken our certainties as we thought we had them. That the things that we as societies have tended to rely upon, our financial structures, our ways of doing things, the certainties we thought we had about health and well-being, which in reality were always in jeopardy anyway, but they've been so shaken by this that it's a good time to reassess what really matters in life. And it seems to me that for many of us, we've possibly been so reliant upon, shall we say, our material benefits and certainties that we may have been losing sight of the really bigger things in life. And here we are in Advent, the run up to Christmas, and Christmas is coming. I want to show you a Christmas card I made, which was for a particular purpose last year, at last Christmas. Instead of the church people all sending cards to each other, we had one card, quite big as you can see, so that there was room for the many, many signatures and greetings in it. And that was something I did deliberately, but also as a reminder of what really matters in this season. And here we have the logo in the middle. As you can see, I've used the words Jesus, the reason for the season. You know, we sometimes imagine that snow and sleigh bells and Father Christmas and decorations are the reason for the season, but they're not. They're how we celebrate the season, but the reason behind it, why we have a celebration that recognizes the coming of Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season. And so the pictures deliberately show some key points. The star that announced the coming of Jesus, the angel that announced to Mary, his mother, what was going to happen. There's Mary and Joseph travelling to Bethlehem with Mary pregnant. The birth, there's the baby Jesus in the manger. Now all of that is around Christmas itself, but we can't separate the fact that Christmas led on to life, whole life and ministry of Jesus Christ, his death on the cross, his resurrection and ascension. And so there's pictures that include his healing ministry, his teaching the crowds, calming the storm, walking on water, his death on the cross, the empty tomb, and his return to heaven, which we call the ascension. All of this is an expression of God's love for us, and at Christmas in particular. And as we begin to see light at the end of the tunnel coming out of this pandemic, realizing God's love for us is so significant, is appropriate. I pray that you will all be able to reassess, knowing that the certainties we thought we relied upon are gone, but relying on the God who loves us, who came to live a human life and die an undeserved death to bring us back into his own presence. That's a certainty we really can rely on. God bless you.